Hello everyone, welcome to the 8th in my series on Vedic Nakshatras. We're looking at Pushya Nakshatra, found completely in the sign of Cancer between 320 and 1620 degrees of sidereal Cancer. This is a very special, very auspicious nakshatra actually. Let's learn more about it. But first of all, let's understand what are these Vedic nakshatras, putting aside many misunderstandings and getting to know the most important nakshatras in our chart. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to sub below and let's begin. First of all, everyone, what exactly are the nakshatras? Why are they so important in astrology, and when and where do we use them? Put simply, the nakshatras are the night sky, or the stars in the night sky, the constellations we see in our galaxy. They're actually linking us to the higher lokas and bringing our karmas down in a mystical way through the nakshatra into the rasi, into our life. Parashara has written, God has decorated the heavens with constellations like pearls on a dark steed. The light of the sun hides them in the day, and all knowledge of them is divined in the darkness of the night. The word nakshatra actually means protecting the night from destruction. What is being protected from destruction? Our minds, because these nakshatras are moon ruled, because the moon is the lord of the night sky, and only in the night sky do we see these constellations. In the same way, sun is the lord of the daytime, lord of the day, and he rules the sun signs, of course, the rasis or zodiac signs. And both the moon and the sun are working together in this way. Nakshatra and rasi, zodiac signs, working together, we have real astrology. Don't forget, the stars are the basis of astrology. The rasis or zodiac signs come from the nakshatras, not the other way around. In fact, they can never be separated. Nakshatra must always fit in with the rasi exactly. With the sidereal zodiac, this is always happening. If they are in any way separated, true prediction, true astrology is not possible. Let me illustrate this for you. Here's an illustration, everybody. Kara Pandit Sanjay Rath of the 27 Nakshatra scheme. It shows us perfectly how they map mathematically together with the rasis. On the outside are the 27 Nakshatras, and every pada mathematically and perfectly linked with the sidereal zodiac on the inside. And more importantly, there are actually 3 portions to the nakshatra scheme. Can you see 3 equal divisions that are occurring at each Gandanta break? Gandanta is where water sign meets fire sign. Cancer, Leo, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Pisces, Aries in the sidereal zodiac. And these Gandanta dangerous crossings, danger points, switch points, affect all of our karmas. And this break, this threefold division of this nakshatra mandala is very important because it is relevant to our lives. First is the early childhood and adulthood portion of our lives. Second section is our middle adulthood. And third, late or old age. And you map these in your own chart, starting with your birth nakshatra, the moon nakshatra. More than that, you can even make exact predictions of every single nakshatra and meaning in your life from your Janma Nakshatra. So many predictions can be made. I will definitely make some future videos bringing these up for you. Right now, let's start with the basics. Let's understand the 27 nakshatras in this series, and most importantly, the ones that you should be looking out for in your birth chart. So which nakshatras matter in your chart? Well, I've just shown you every single nakshatra, whether a planet is there or not, can be used to make predictions. But definitely, wherever there are grahas, including Rahu Ketu, those nakshatras are important for you. But still, let's cut it down to the bare basics, everybody. I would say there are 4 important positions in regard to nakshatra that you definitely need to study and to understand. First and foremost is the moon or Janma. Janma means birth nakshatra. This is most important. Now, the moon is the mother, and the moon Janma Nakshatra actually relates us genetically to our mother's biological line. Some of that psychological and biological karma coming down is actually shown in this nakshatra. And secondly, moon is society. So moon Janma Nakshatra shows us how we get on with other people, how we move in society. So much of our outer experiences in life can be seen from this Janma Nakshatra. And many fundamental personality traits can be seen from the moon Janma Nakshatra, definitely. Not from the Lagna so much, not from ascendant, ruler, ascendant, all of that. No, it's the moon, it's the mind, it's the Janma Nakshatra. Don't forget, personality changes all the time. As you get older, you'll see it clearly. Personality develops through life, changes just like the moon. So study your Lagna or Ascendant Nakshatra. This will show you how you integrate yourself with society as a physical body. What do you look like? How do you dress yourself? How do you present yourself to other people as a physical being? And how intelligent are you? Or more importantly, actually, what do you do with your intelligence? How do you make decisions? And very important, do not delegate understanding of the sun, of Surya or Ravi Nakshatra. This is so important. How do you maintain vitality? So much to do with health, actually. Lagna and Nakshatra, some way to do with health, but sun, very much so. And how do you maintain dharmic action, righteous action, and spiritual development also linked with the sun nakshatra? And definitely understand your Atmakarika Nakshatra. This is so important. Atmakarika means the highest degree planet in your chart. This contains a whole heap of karma that will bring very difficult circumstances into your life. Lord of this nakshatra, Lord of this Atmakarika nakshatra will help you actually to deal with these karmas. Important to understand, most definitely. By the way, if you're not sure what is your highest degree planet, check at the bottom of my description box. There's a website there where you can bring up your birth chart with the Atmakarika listed, and indeed all of the nakshatras in your chart. So Pushya Nakshatra, then the Lord is actually Saturn, the symbol, but there are many, some of which are the flower, the arrow and the circle, and definitely even cow's udder. And the deity is Brihaspati, who is actually Guru, Jupiter. Colors are red and black. Purpose is Dharma, righteous action, direction east, and the body part is the face. The blossoming flower is a primary symbol for Pushya Nakshatra. You see, the flower is blossoming in the right environment. This is it. Latent potential is what this flower represents. But the plant, the source of this beautiful blossom, cannot thrive in the wrong environment. Therefore, people around them, general environmental factors are very important for Pushya Nakshatra people to reach full potential. They are very sensitive to these factors. Very often flower is shown within a circle with an arrow as well, showing there has to be definite direction, and the circle means destiny. Pushya Nakshatra is a definite nakshatra of destiny, purpose and accomplishment. The nakshatra is placed totally within Cancer sign, sign of the moon, of the mother. And here we have mother cow, because mother cow is a symbol of giving nourishment to all. Cow's udder is another symbol for this nakshatra. It is a nakshatra giving many blessings, much prosperity, but it's all about giving primarily. That is the purpose. In addition, Brihaspati, who is the actual form of Jupiter Guru as teacher, is the Deva. So this nakshatra is about receiving profound wisdom, definitely giving it out again, and it's a very protective and expansive factor. Jupiter protects life. And Jupiter, of course, reaches his exaltation exactly in this nakshatra. But the lord of the nakshatra is Shani, and this is a conflict because Saturn himself is actually not happy in Cancer sign, and he is lording Pushya Nakshatra. This gives a little bit of self-doubt, a little bit of literally going round in circles. Pushya Nakshatra people have to find purpose, have to find exact job they must do, exact deeds they must accomplish, because Saturn represents accomplishment of deeds, karma itself. And Saturn represents structure, organization. Pushya Nakshatra people must find structure, must organize their lives. They will realize this pretty quickly. They cannot thrive otherwise. Saturn is past life debt. There is a debt to be paid. There is work to be done. Getting this balance right between Jupiterian Guru's influence, protective, expansive, gregarious, and Saturn's disciplined factor is very important. When this nakshatra is strong in your chart, you need to have time for contemplation. You don't do it easily, but you have to do this. You have to find correct path. That arrow needs to be shot in the right direction. You need to be focusing on where you can put positive energies, because you can be distracted from the path. One thing for sure, because of Guru's influence, you learn well. You have high intelligence. Academic ability is very, very good with this nakshatra. You can become teacher, lecturer, professor, any of these things. Aside from this, though, Pushya Nakshatra people are very good with young people, children of any age, toddlers, youngsters, teenagers, even young adults. When they are with young people, they come out of their shell. They have a magical quality dealing with children, helping them, educating them, definitely counseling them. So you can have a very good profession often which involves young people. Family is of the utmost importance to all Pushya Nakshatra people, but there can be more conflict here, a little bit more difficulty, especially when Moon or Jupiter are badly placed in your chart. You can get pressure, stress from family situations, especially from mother sometimes. Sometimes mother particularly puts pressure on you. Because of this Saturn-Jupiter duality, there is conflict always happening. But either way, family are central to everybody with this Pushya Nakshatra. You feel a profound tie to your culture of origin, to your family's roots. This is something very spiritual and very profound for you. However, surprisingly, people don't realize there is an edge to this Pushya Nakshatra. This Pushya Nakshatra, Jupiter, you see, led Nakshatra, has an edge when it comes to integrity, when it comes to people doing right action. They are fighters against injustice, fighters for social causes very often. See, the path is Dharma. I've just pointed that out. This is a Dharmic nakshatra, right action, righteous cause. So Pushya Nakshatra get emotional, get definitely involved in causes for social justice, definitely, and they will fight whatever they consider to be unjust, exploitative in society. Jupiter, don't forget, is the most angry of all the gods. And by the way, having the highest ethics themselves, being honest. They are definitely honest with high integrity, and they have respect for all life forms, non-humans, animals as well, because Jupiter represents Jiva. Jupiter represents life. So sticking at all times to these profoundly high values of trust, honesty, ethics will give happiness and prosperity. Definitely, as I say, Jupiter represents Jiva. So helping non-humans, certainly becoming vegetarian often happens with this nakshatra. And this impulse to care, nourish, tend to, and definitely prosper other people is a very special gift they have. They should definitely go with this. Not ever think they are doing too much. There is not too much they can do. Saturn demands this. Home life is very important for this nakshatra because it is totally within Cancer. Cancer is the home. So definitely hospitality industry, hotels, restaurants, spas, all of these industries, they can be very prosperous for these people, or simply working from home. Led by Jupiter, they give good advice. They can be counselors, therapists, they can be careers advisors, any of these things. And definitely Pushya Nakshatra people can do very well in any sort of medical career. But as well as nourishing others, Pushya Nakshatra people like to nourish themselves. A side note is that they can often have food issues, weight issues, eating disorders sometimes, or they are always on some sort of diet. This is commonly seen. So they can have weight issues, definitely, especially when you have Pushya connected to Venus. Venus is in this nakshatra, moon also, or it is connected to the ascendant. Of course, one of the issues, apart from the fact that Pushya people love to cook and definitely entertain others, very, very good at this, they can have a high level of anxiety, self-doubt, and this can actually cause food addiction sometimes. But one food they should never neglect, cow's milk. Cow's milk is nourishing spiritually and emotionally for these people. Definitely warm milk calms down their anxieties. And of course, because of their high moral values, definitely ahimsa milk from protected cows is definitely good for them. Cold milk, however, straight from the fridge should be avoided. Definitely this can actually cause allergies and bad reactions. Milk should never be taken cold. Sometimes Pushya people can be lazy though. They can just let things go, have a laissez-faire attitude towards life. And this is especially when there is malefic affliction to this nakshatra in the chart. They can waste a lot of time with this, and they definitely need to get themselves together out of a downward spiral in this way should they fall into it. What's happening is the Pushya Nakshatra I've seen can generate a lot of stress, anxiety, worrisome nature, definitely worrying because of this duality, Jupiter-Saturn influence. When they feel this happening, they should definitely take themselves out of city life, get into countryside, forest, rivers, streams. Definitely being around water calms their soul, gives them direction, contemplation, as I say, finding true path again. They definitely benefit by being by seaside, oceanside, definitely. Not when there is too many people there, not lying on the beach in a sun lounger. That's not the point. Walking along a deserted beach, this would be ideal. This would calm their soul completely. Another factor about Pushya strong in the chart, especially Venus is here, 7th house Lord is here. But in any case, Pushya people have difficulty in their intimate relationships sometimes. They don't trust easily. They can bring up barriers between themselves and their partner. It's that duality again. Jupiter wants to connect. Saturn gets fearful. That's what can be seen. They are not loners, definitely, most of the time. Definitely they need connection. Family, I've just shown you, is very important to them. But they can have many upsets relationship-wise. They can have many relationship breakups sometimes. What helps them is to have a very independent, self-motivated partner, because although they definitely want to give, they feel it easier when there is less demand made on them. Too many demands, too much restriction, and they feel entrapped. But there's another side to the problem, of course. That's the Saturn fearful side. But then there is Guru Jupiter. Don't forget Guru's wife, Jupiter's wife Tara, had an affair because Guru Jupiter did not give enough attention to her primarily. So Pushya people should not neglect partner spouse as well. It's a difficult balancing act for them, something they will get better at the older they become. When Pushya is ascendant nakshatra, rising sign, you can be gregarious, sociable, but of course you can have weight issues, food issues sometimes, because ascendant represents the body. You can be a very giving, charitable person, and you definitely attract prosperity because this is such a fortunate nakshatra. You just have to find right direction in life, and that may take a little bit of time in some cases. But there can be trust issues in those intimate marital relationships, affairs, etc. And that's something which you're going to have to deal with, work through slowly. When the moon is here, moon is in Cancer, of course, strong own sign. You have so much love, nurturing, kindness to give to others. But just like ascendant, you can have trust issues sometimes in your intimate relationships. Your home, country, family is extremely important to you. Once again, you have to give a lot though. You cannot be selfish. It's about giving. It's about profoundly nourishing others. Then you get profound happiness, sense of security. You can be moody, changeable with this Saturn-Jupiter duality, but the more you nourish, give to others, the more you profoundly help other people, the happier, more secure you will feel inside, and the less anxious. If the sun in your chart is in Pushya Nakshatra, you can be full of self-doubt. You can wonder, are you on the right path so many times? You can be going around in circles in your life, especially when there is affliction. The sun sign Aditya, though, has to be understood. Check the video on my channel, Sun Karma's All Sign, when you've listened here, because sun in this nakshatra is going to attract resources. But you have to know what you are doing, what your niche is, what your purpose is. And this can actually take some time, just like ascendant. Yes, you have to nourish others, but sun here, you have to nourish your soul. You need spiritual wisdom. You need Jyotish, perhaps. Jyotish is a spiritual system, or you need to find some deep religious meaning in your life. Nourishment comes when you have these deep connections to the divine, because sun is the soul searching for this. When your highest degree planet Atmakaraka should be in Pushya, this is where Saturn is definitely saying you owe a debt. You have actions to repay. You have deeds to do, paying back what you have received past life. It's quite a weighty factor here, definitely. You have endless toil to do. No matter how much you give, sometimes you think people are not thanking you enough, maybe. Sometimes you may have actual doubt if they even need your help. You will doubt this giving path. But Atmakaraka shows you have to do this. You will only feel that you are doing something good in life when you are profoundly helping, nourishing others. Finding domestic happiness as well can be a big issue here. Where do I settle? Where do I belong? Where is my home? Keep on searching. You will definitely find this. But wherever Pushya Nakshatra is in your chart, whatever planet is there, you have responsibility. You have a job to do. You have a task to do. Find that task, find that purpose, and happiness, because Jupiter is the Lord, will definitely come to you. Hope the video was instructive to you. Look forward to your comments. Don't forget to sub below if you're new. Goodbye for now, and God bless everyone.